Hey everybody, started my first video for our cooking demos. One of the main purposes why I want to try to do these is with a lot of athletes or just people in general, we tend to eat out a lot more often than we typically used to in the past. I really have a lot of faith in trying to buy your groceries from the store, try to cook as many meals as you can from home. And when you're cooking your meals from home, you're gonna know what ingredients are actually going specifically into your food. And you really have a lot more control of what you're doing from a day to day to a week on week basis. So I want to try to put these videos together. They're gonna be really quick, simple, and easy to give you some real basic breakfast, lunch, dinner ideas, even putting together some snacks. Something as easy as a PB&J sandwich, just so if you're an athlete or you're just somebody at home and you want to figure out what's something quick and easy I can put together that's going to be very nutrient dense and have really high quality ingredients, these are going to be some videos that I'm going to be putting out frequently for you guys to be able to do that. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make something really quick and easy, which is breakfast tacos, right? So first thing you need to do is, you can see I have two pans right here. My pan on my right is going to have my eggs. My pan on my left is going to have I'm going to put my tacos in to start warming those up. Make sure you are heating your pans ahead of time, right? You don't want to just start your pans cold and then throw the ingredients in. If they're hot, they're going to be ready, and it's going to make the cooking process a lot faster. So for example, I have my egg pan on medium. So as soon as you see me put the butter in, the butter's starting to melt. I have already mixed my eggs. So a quick little trick, if you have a shaker bottle, shout out to Gatorade. If you have a shaker bottle, I put my salt, my pepper, my eggs, a little dash of milk. If you'd like to put some cheese in your eggs, you can do that as well. It makes it super easy. Shake it up, boom, the eggs are already scrambled, and now you don't have to do the whole whisking situation with your bowl. Other things that I have here as well is I have my tortillas. I have some cheese. Pick whatever cheese you want. I personally like to have 2 or 3 different cheeses in my refrigerator. This week we have Colby Jack. Sometimes we'll get it already shredded. Sometimes we'll actually get the whole blocks of cheese. I'm a big cheese fan, so I like to have 2 or 3 different types of cheeses just because they go with different dishes that you might make. I also sauteed up a little bit of peppers, green chilies, some tomatoes, and some onions that I'm gonna also stick on our tacos too. And then, you always gotta have some color on your plate. We obviously have some color there with the vegetables, but you also wanna have some color too. So we're add more color. So we're gonna add a little bit of fruit. So typically when I go to the store, I get at least 4 to 5 or even more sometimes different types of fruit. I'm really big on variety, getting lots of different colors on your plate throughout the day, throughout the week. And when you have those different options, having greater variety creates a better opportunity where you're not eating the same exact thing every single day. So what I'm gonna do with the fruit, which you'll see, is I'm gonna cut up a banana, I'm gonna put it in a bowl. I have raspberries and I have blackberries. My fiance doesn't like raspberries, so she's gonna get blackberries today. I'm gonna get the raspberries. Sometimes we'll make a parfait out of it, so I might cut the fruit up, stick a dollop of Greek yogurt on there, stick a little bit of your favorite granola on there as well. Lots of things you can do to change it up. You'll see some of that in the following videos. So first thing I'm gonna start with, got about a tablespoon of butter. Throwing that in the pan. Okay, you're gonna hear that's nice and hot and sizzling, which is what we want. Again, you don't wanna stick it on too high because you don't want it to get too warm and too hot and it then starts to burn the butter, or you stick your eggs in and the eggs start to burn. All right, butter's melted. I'm gonna throw in my eggs. Again, if that pan's already hot and the butter's already melted, it's not gonna really take a very long time to throw these eggs together. But you want to make sure when you're making eggs that you're keeping an eye on them, right? If you just let them sit in there and then all of a sudden you forget about them 2 or 3 minutes later, again, everyone likes their eggs a little bit different. I like mine soft. I don't like them runny, but I also don't like them hard where they're really brown as well. Again, everyone's gonna have their preferences there. We'll go over different types of ways where you can make eggs. Today I'm just making a simple scrambled egg. You could do deviled eggs, you could do hard boiled, you could do over easy. You could also do poached eggs as well. Again, another way where you can use one ingredient and mix and match and do a lot of different things with it. So I'm just mixing my eggs up. trying to get some consistency to them, right? Now again, I'm gonna let them sit there for just a second. In my other pan over here, I have a little bit of olive oil spray. Again, I got this pan nice and hot over here as well. So when I stick my tortillas in there, they're gonna start browning up real quick, getting nice and warm and flexible so we can do what we need to do to them. Again, while you're cooking, right, the big thing you want to know is what's gonna take the longest to cook, because that's probably what you're gonna wanna start first. So for example, these eggs, super quick and easy, maybe take it 2 to 5 minutes. My tortillas I got in the pan, maybe take a couple minutes to brown. And again, it maybe takes a couple minutes to throw together your fruit and cut it up in the bowl. So honestly, this is something we do a lot of breakfast for dinner. You know, when you're in athletics and you work a lot of hours, sometimes you need something really quick and easy because when you come home, a lot of times people don't want to cook. So whether that's meal prepping and having stuff already done ahead of time can make a huge difference, or having those go-to things that you can do that are going to be really fast and easy, that are going to allow you to, one, get your carbs, get your protein, but then also get that color on your plate. So you're having a well-rounded plate and you're getting everything that you need. So you can see here, I'm almost done with my eggs. A little bit of egg action there for you. So those are done. I'm just going to set these over to the side. The pan's still really warm, so they're going to stay warm in the pan. Right, I'm not going to have to sit there and keep it on medium, because if I keep it on medium, they're probably going to keep browning. And you know, sometimes if they're going to brown a little bit more, it can almost taste burnt or overdone. I personally don't like that. Some people do. I have a couple athletes that I work with that like theirs a little bit overdone, and that's just kind of a preference thing. So while we're waiting for the tortillas, again, really quick and easy, just grab yourself a bowl. All right, I got my banana here. You're gonna unpeel the banana. And again, this sounds really simple, like, well, I know how to unpeel a banana and put it in a bowl. But again, some people come from backgrounds where they've never cooked, they never had a family member that taught them how to do anything at all. So some of these videos, some of the stuff's gonna be literally bare bone basics, but some people honestly don't know the bare bone basics. So if you do, that's great. You can skip through this video and go to the next part. If you don't, again, something quick and easy you can do to try to implement some more color on your plate. So I'm just gonna slice these bananas up. You can slice them thin, you can slice them thick, medium size. Again, whatever you really wanna do is kind of up to you. All right, so we're gonna go with the blackberries for my fiance, because that's what she likes. So boom, quick and easy, boom. 2 different types of fruits, 2 different colors. Again, we wanna get different colors on our plate because each of those colors are gonna provide us different types of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Antioxidants are really important for helping with getting rid of free radicals. Free radicals are something that cause damage to our cells and parts of our body. So we want to get lots of those different colors to try to cut down or reduce that free radical damage that's going to happen. And try to help control or reduce as much as possible the physical and mental stressors we deal with. Fiber is also going to be super important. That's going to help with our digestive tract, right? And this is going to sound gross, but you know, you want to try to at least go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day. You know, if your bowel movements are off, it can definitely tell you a lot of different things that may be going on with your eating, what you're eating. If you have issues going on in your gut, it can actually give you a lot of different information. So again, our tortillas are almost done here. And what I'm going to do with these tortillas is, again, since they're nice and warm, I'm going to stick cheese on them right away. Because what I want to do is I want those tortillas and the cheese to melt on them as fast as we can. So boom, getting these tortillas on the plate, and let's get that camera down so we can see the action there. So again, you can stick as much cheese on as you want. I'm just going to stick a light little row of cheese in the middle of them. Okay. Gonna get out a spoon. Again, I got that mixture that I made with earlier. It's just a little bit of olive oil, like I said, some onions, some tomatoes, some green chilies, a little bit of salt and pepper. Real simple. Same kind of concept. I'm just gonna line this up across the breakfast tacos. Another thing you could do too is if you have if you have the salsa that you really enjoy, you can do that. If you want to stick your favorite Tabasco or hot sauce on your tacos as well, that's something you can do. Again, cooking's all about being creative and honestly making stuff that you like and you enjoy. That's the fun part about cooking. One of the things about me is when I was cooking when I was younger, everyone in my family cooked. My grandparents, my dad, my mother, everybody taught me something when it comes to what I specifically know today and how I create my meals and my food, and then just the background culture I come from. Being in upstate New York, you're around a lot of Italian food, pizzas, homemade breads. So a lot of my influences, some of the stuff I cook, is not only family, but it's also from the environment that I grew up in. So we got the tortillas, we got the cheese down, we have our little mixture there with the peppers, the onions, and tomatoes. I'm gonna come in here real quick with the eggs. Same kind of concept, just lining those down in the middle. Again, you don't want to stuff the tacos, because if you stuff the tacos and then you try to fold them up to eat them, what's going to happen is everything's going to pour out of them, right? So you're going to have to be a little bit considerate with how much you stick in, or you might just need another taco shell if you want to have more, because 3 is not enough. Again, if you're an athlete that needs more calories, need to gain weight, need to just keep your weight on, right? Sometimes maybe 3 tacos isn't going to be enough for you. You might have to do more than that. So again, that was really quick and easy. I'm looking at my timer now on my phone. That took me about 11 minutes. So for example, if I wasn't doing any talking at all, this could probably take me 8 to 10 minutes to make without having to give all the instructions. But again, you can see a nice little performance plate here. We got our carbs with the corn tortillas. We have our protein with the eggs. We have a little bit of that cheese, that dairy, which is going to give us calcium, vitamin D, which is really important for our bones. We got a little bit of vegetables on the bottom of the eggs. If you want to stick some extra salsa on there, you can. And again, continue to add more color with a bowl of fruit. So you can see now, boom, I have my complete plate. The other important thing you want to try to remember when you're sticking together the meal is also thinking about your hydration. So we don't want to hydrate just part of the day. We want to hydrate all throughout the day. So hydrating and getting fluids at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner is important. But you got to think about between breakfast and lunch, between lunch and dinner, right? We got to hydrate throughout that entire time. So making sure every time you're having a meal, when you're having a snack, make sure you get some type of fluids, because a lot of times as an athlete, you probably have training in the morning, you probably have training in the afternoon, or you might have a game later in the evening. Again, everyone's schedule is going to be different depending on the sport that you play, but making sure you eat your meals, your snacks, your hydration is all going to be super important. I hope you guys learned something today, and this is something quick and easy you'll try in your kitchen. So Shawn signing off. This is my first food demo. Let me know if you like it. If there's specific stuff you want to learn how to make, don't be afraid to hit me up in the comment section. DM me on Instagram, overtime_Shawn, or my contact information is going to be in the bio below to give some more information there and communicate with me however you need to. And again, thank you to Montana Knife Company. Really awesome shirt, something I got at the Sornex. They have really great knives. And shout out to Gatorade for the Gatorade cup. Y'all have a great one.